Hello, this is Robert Polenic, the owner of Brutal Iron Gym. I'm here for a video in the Ask Rob video series. Again, this is a video series you can find on YouTube. Just go to www.youtube.com and search for Brutal Iron Gym. So, the video we want to talk about today is to discuss how important are machines when you're trying to get results. So, where we're standing at today, and I'll have my mom scan around a little bit, so she can scan to the left. There you go. Come back across. Hello, hello. Go on that side. Okay. So, back to beautiful Rob. Come on back over. Back over there. There we go. So, where we're at is actually the gym where my mom trains. So, my mom and I have done 3 bodybuilding shows together. She did her first one at 50 years old, second one at 51 years old, and the last one we did just this year at 54 years old. So, this is where she trained to get great results. And on the table, we actually have some pictures of the results that she was able to achieve. So, you can see in the picture, this is the photos from our latest competition. She'll move to the next one. This is the awesome upper back. Very nice. And then, there's proud son with the proud mom. So, those are the results. Those are the results that we were able to get at this show. So that's my mom at 54 years old. So you're never too old to start. So what we did is this is where she trains to get ready for those shows. She does her cardio here, she lifts her weights, and this is kind of where she gets the business done. So at this gym we do have a decent amount of equipment, but most of the time my mom actually uses free weights. So she uses a lot of barbells, a lot of dumbbells, and then we do have some select machines that we do use from the group. But the majority of the time, she works with free weights, and that's what gets her the results that she wants. So we're going to take you around the gym here and just show you some of the stuff that she's used. So follow me. Okay, here we go. So you can see it, she scans down across some of the equipment. So go ahead and scan down the next piece. There we go. So this is equipment that you would find at pretty much any commercial gym. So it gets the job done. Is it the best equipment in the world? No. Is it the worst? No. So it's good stuff you can use. So come on over to this side. Scan a little bit more. There you go. And then this, go towards the dumbbells over here. Come on, follow me. So this is actually, let me get a shot here. This is actually what my mom gets results with. So all the fancy machines you just walk past is pretty much what she does when she enters the gym. She says hello to people, she walks right past those, and comes back and starts with the dumbbell. So you can see it's not the biggest set in the world, but it gets the job done. So that's really what we need is, as long as you got the dumbbells, then we'll go over this way, so you can see some of the barbells we got. Go ahead and walk on the other side of the machine. Come on over. Here we go. So we got some squat racks, and we got some benches for bench pressing. And we do have a Smith machine, showing the Smith machine with the bench in it. There we go. Okay, back to me. So that's pretty much what my mom uses. So she usually goes past the machine. She might use it for warm-up, stuff like that. But she spends most of the time in the back of the gym using dumbbells and barbells. So she does use a squat rack as well. So really, if you don't have access to a lot of equipment, that's okay. As long as you have barbells, dumbbells, a good work ethic, and proper nutrition, that's all you'll need to get results. So, when I was traveling up to Pennsylvania, which is where I'm at right now to visit my parents for the holidays, I was traveling up and a client of mine had sent me an email and said he was getting bored with his chest workout. And now this client, he actually trains out of a home gym. All he has is dumbbells, and he has a barbell and a bench to do some bench pressing with. He doesn't have any equipment whatsoever. So he said he was getting bored. I thought I'd give him a good chest workout to do. And I'm going to go ahead and pass along that workout to you right now. So you can find out that if you go through this workout, it all it does is it uses barbells, it uses dumbbells, and that's it. But it is a fantastic workout, and that's all you really need. So the first thing you're actually going to want to do is we're going to use some dumbbells to warm up our shoulders. So follow me over to the dumbbell area. So what I have you do is we actually start with very light dumbbells to get warm up in the shoulder. So we'll come down here on the ground. So I got 10 pounds on that, that'll work. So what we're going to do is do a little superset of 3 exercises. We kind of do them back to back to back. So we'll start to get our shoulders warmed up. We do bent over lateral raises. So we'll do this for about 10 reps. We'll take this to number 10. Then we'll stand right up and do side lateral raises. Just like that. You can see if I turn towards you. You want to keep your elbows high in your hand. So we'll do that for 10 reps. And then you just come to the front. So if you're looking to the side, you just come straight to the front for 10 reps. So it's 30 reps in a row. It'll take about a 30-second rest, and then he does it again. So again, there's just the bent over raises like this, and then the side raises for 10, and then front raises for 10. So he does that and his shoulders warmed up, and then he's moved over to the barbell bench. So he goes to his bench down in the gym, and he's going to go ahead and get himself warmed up with some flat barbell work. So he'll start with just the bar for about 20 reps. Then he'll add maybe 25 each side, do that for about 10-15 reps. He'll go up to 135 pounds total, maybe 45 each side, he'll do that for about 10 reps. So this client bench presses in the mid to upper 300-pound range. So for him at 135 pounds is pretty light. So he'll go ahead and do that for about 10 reps, this way doesn't wear him out. And he'll work his way up as he goes by about 40 to 50 pound jumps. So if your strength level is lower, he'll have to take smaller jumps. So instead of going by 40 or 50 pounds each time, maybe you only go up by 20 to 30. So you got to kind of see how it feels. The idea is we want to go up to 80% of our 1 rep max. So if his 1 rep max, we'll say, to make it math easy for me, is 300 pounds, then you want to figure out what 80% of 300 pounds is, and that's where we're actually going to start our workout. So what he does, when he gets to 80%, he wants to do 5 reps. He'll then increase the weight to 85% and do another 5 reps. He'll then go up to 90% for 3 reps, and then 95% for 1 rep. So I'll run back through all those again in a second, but between each of these working sets, he'll actually take about a 2 to 3 minute break. So again, it's 80% for 5, 85% for 5, then you have 90% for 3, and 95% for 1. So what that does, that's pretty heavy weight. So all of those sets are 5 reps or lower, and it's 80% or above. So that's pretty heavy work. So that kind of gets into strength training for the chest for that day. And then we also want to go ahead and perform what's called a burnout set, where he's going to decrease the weight after his 1 rep set. He'll take a 2 to 3 minute break. He'll decrease the weight down to about 70%, 70%, and he'll do that to failure, however many reps he can get. It might be 15, it might be 20, it might be 25 reps. It's going to be a lot higher reps. And what that does, it works on muscular endurance. So the heavy stuff works on strength, that step's going to work on muscular endurance. And since you're already at the barbell, it doesn't take much time to get that set in. Then from there, we're going to go to dumbbell. So I'm going to come on over here a little bit closer. And we'll look at the angle of this bench from the side. So what I want to do is I'm going to put the bench 1 notch above flat. And what that does, it gives you a 15-degree angle. So that's going to help us do an incline chest, but it's going to keep the focus on our chest and not on our shoulders. So at 15 degrees is usually what I do my incline dumbbell workout. Sometimes I'll go up to 30 degrees, but it's just 1 notch up. So we'll go to 30, but usually I'll stay there. So either 15 degrees or 30 degrees, which is 1 notch or 2 notches above flat, and then we'll do some dumbbell incline work. So what he's going to do, he's going to do at least 2 warm-up sets. Even though he's already warm from the barbell, you still want to give your body a chance to get used to the new motion. So, again, since he's pretty strong, he might use, say, 40 pounds for 10 reps, then he'll grab maybe the 60-pound dumbbells for 10 reps, and then he'll be ready to do his working sets. So the working sets we want to do in this workout is we're looking for 2 sets at as much weight as we can use for 6 to 8 reps. So whatever that is, whether it's 60-pound dumbbells, 80-pound dumbbells, 150-pound dumbbells, it doesn't matter. You want to look for 2 sets at 6 to 8 reps. Between these sets, you take about a minute break, and then when he's ready, he's going to do a final set where he'll do a 3rd set of where he goes about 6 to 8 reps. Then he'll drop those dumbbells when he reaches failure, and he'll do a drop set. So he'll find dumbbells that are about 25% lighter, and he'll pick those up immediately and go to failure again. So it's 2 sets where we stop at 6 to 8 reps. Then the third set is we take 6 to 8 reps to failure, but we drop down to lighter dumbbells, about 25% lighter, and we go to failure. So you might only get 5 reps with the new dumbbells, you might get 10 reps, you might get 15. The whole idea is to just burn out the muscles and use whatever strength you have left. So when we structure our workout this way, we have a couple sets under 5 reps, which will work on strength. We have the burnout set for bench press, which works on muscular endurance. And then the sets for 6 to 8 reps here, along with the drop set, that helps improve muscular size and the muscular endurance. So you get all 3 goals within one workout. You get stronger, you get bigger, and you also get better endurance. So from there, if the person's tired and they think the workout's complete, they can go ahead and stop. If you want to, you can add in some body weight dips. You can do some dips, body weight to failure, maybe 1, maybe 2 sets, or you can do a set of push-ups. So that'll just help kind of finish things off if you didn't feel like they were already done. So, a real quick review is we start out with dumbbell. We get our shoulders warmed up, however you want to do that. And then you go to barbell, and you're going to do a working set at 80% of your 1 rep max for 5 reps, 85% for 5 reps, 90% for 3, 95% for 1. In between all those sets, we take 2 to 3 minute breaks. Then we move on to a bench like this for dumbbell incline bench work. Okay? We want to do 2 warm-up sets. Then we do 2 working sets of 6 to 8 reps with about a minute in between. And then we do a final third set where you take that same weight to failure, but you drop down to a lighter weight, about 25% lighter, and take that to failure as well. So then you can choose to throw in the dips or the push-ups. So that is a fantastic workout, and all you need is barbells and dumbbells. That'll get you a bigger chest, a stronger chest, and better endurance. So if you try that workout, I promise it'll work for you. So enjoy that. And that's about it for today's video. So you can also find all this information on our website, which is www.brutalirongym.com. You can find us on Facebook if you search for Brutal Iron Gym. And you can also find this video and a lot more videos on YouTube. So go to YouTube and search for Brutal Iron Gym. Hope you guys find this helpful.